out here grinding Rivals and it shows. Like that game
For
is the skill ceiling on that seems pretty high. Like it just seems like that's a very free-form game. But anyways, dude, we got kind of a good.
Ooh, we got my man Dave, my man David Estrada,
Yeah.
Mr. UtopianRay,
Mr.
hot out of
Utopian.
CFL to New York transplant. You know, now pretty much full-on New Yorker. We stole him from CFL.
Oh, right on. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, he was originally there.
Yeah.
Originally New York. So yeah, that's good to have him back, man. He's been like consistently good offline, man. And I have seen his Banjo in online brackets too, here and there when he decides to enter. So definitely a force to be reckoned with, pretty much all the time.
My man almost ushered in the era of Wi-Fi because I remember the first big Wi-Fi grand finals that I watched was the Xeno bracket, and it was Ray versus Kiguman, who was a Pac-Man player, and like that Xeno Wi-Fi had like over 100 something entrants. Like every offline and online person was like entering it to try it out.
Yeah,
so, like Ray's no stranger to Wi-Fi whatsoever.
Yeah, man. He's really been pretty solid with Banjo too, despite this character kind of being written off as bad. He's been using, I think, probably since the release, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah, no, from
Banjo.
day one.
Yeah, dude, using Banjo at like Battle for the East.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Not last October, the October before. Like, it's like
he's had the Banjo for a while. Like, I don't know. He just like tried him out, and he was like, I want to keep him. And now he's like a mainstay in his roster. In fact, he opts to use him typically more than Palo, I feel like, at this point. Charm, K-Rool hailing from the city of Philly, you know, city we all know and love in Tri-State Smash. So yeah, haven't seen him offline at all, but he's winners round 3 against my man UtopianRay, so probably had to take some name to get here. But Ray is definitely going to be a hard one to fight. I feel like Ray's adaptation and his ability to just wall out his opponents is like his game sense is just fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's and you know, this is coming from someone who's using Utopian. Someone who's using Palutena and getting a lot of results with it. So like, you know, like you're talking about, especially in the beginning of the game, like yo, top tier, this is the best character in the game, or up there, to now using like yo, this is one of the worst characters in the game. Like he kind of just gets the game.
For real, like he's like tried out. He's not afraid to try out new characters and just play them. Like he doesn't let his ego, I feel like, get in the way of his learning experience. Like I watched him. I remember like back in 4, he tried out Cloud and Bayo and stuff like that. And he was willing to take L after L after L for him to like learn these characters. So that being said, he's not Charm is not faring too terribly against him so far. Like Charm has been pretty patient and neutral, just throwing out Crown. It's just Banjo's poking tools are pretty good. Like Grenade is just a fantastic get off me tool. It's a good projectile in its own right as well. But
yeah, he has, I guess, unique stuff.
Oh yeah.
If not a little underwhelming, Wonderwing is definitely a good tool. Not without its downsides for sure. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, Charm is sort of find his way back in here. This really was looking bad for him a little earlier on, but like he's really not that far out of it. K-Rool will definitely have a lot of really strange things that could catch you sleeping.
He's weird. Ooh,
yeah, that's it.
The mid-level classic. Roll out of the corner because I don't feel like boxing my way out. I know that habit well, my friend. Yep. It is definitely a nervous habit that a lot of people do in high-pressure situations. So they'll just roll out of the corner because they're like, I don't know how to fight my way out, or I just want to be out of this bad situation immediately. And against Banjo, it can be tough because Ray is just so good at setting up a wall, and Banjo also like has so many projectiles that he can shoot at you to keep you at bay.
It's all he's got.
As a giant crocodile, what is a giant crocodile to do to get out of the corner?
Dude, I don't know. You're a crocodile. You got your fighting a bear, and
yeah,
got this bird. Like, I don't know what you do. I do actually think that in a real life situation with those ingredients, I do think the crocodile is.
It's a toughie. Yeah. He's out of water. He's out of the swamp. My man doesn't know how to deal.
Walmart snake combo. I mean,
Walmart's
not wrong.
It kind of is Walmart snake a little bit.
I can't even say no, or like. You know.
I can totally see the likeness.
All right, so here we go, man. Small battlefield. Yeah. I actually like seeing the stage being used. It's so crazy to me still that they added this.
So I know, like, it was just like a direct love letter to people who just like playing competitively. Like, okay, we hear you. We'll give you another stage in this format as well, and make it slightly different to PS2. I love that people were willing to like try it at first too. Like it's definitely one of my favorite stages to play on now. I have it set for my default stage on Elite Smash, so like I'll typically get games like this. It's just such a fun stage to play on. I feel like it's the first time Nintendo was like, all right, we'll give you guys another competitive stage. I just wish it wasn't like of the Battlefield aesthetic again, because now this game is like 3 battlefields.
It was a little bit lazy, but I appreciate what they did for sure.
Yeah.
You know, in either case, but Ray off to another quick start, throwing the man's crown at him. Still has it. That's really rough, dude, because that thing can really be used against you with this character. K-Rool already isn't really that great, and that crown can be a little obnoxious at times. Wow.
That was the sassiest little walk from Banjo. He's like,
geez,
did a good job there, huh? He just walks away. my man Charm has been dethroned. Ray was just using the crown so well, and I think like it's the perfect like baby's first projectile to use. I feel like because it's such a like if you don't know how to use a character's projectile against them, like I feel like Crown is the best one to start off with, just because it can destroy K-Rool's recovery. It can destroy him in neutral. Like, it is such a fantastic throwing projectile, and out of the few that we do get in competitive play.
Yeah, and you're seeing Ray. Yeah, dude, Charm's had enough. And the thing is,
done.
I actually do think that maybe it would have benefited him to get that crown back, because Ray has really been making very good use of it. He's been disrupting everything. Wow, just missing that. That's a little bit of heartbreaker. He needs this.
Okay.
Definitely.
Belly armor is such a crazy tool. I like that Charm definitely taking the gloves off now, for sure. Like, I feel like after a certain point, like as soon as you discover that another player is able to deal with Crown just fine, you have to kind of turn the jets up a little bit and just start switching your game plan, because a lot of K-Rools start off with just throwing Crown out as their way of commanding neutral, but once someone finds their way past that, which isn't too difficult to do, it's like after that you got to start using the belly armor, you got to start throwing blunderbuss as a mix-up out there. Like, you can't rest on the laurels of that Crown for too long.
Yeah, not at all. And I am thinking about the belly armor. It is a really, like, for this game especially, pretty unique mechanic. I feel like half the time I never even know when it's going to hit or not.
Same here. I'm just like, oh man, yeah, I got hit by that.
Yeah, like, oh, I guess that is a thing. I guess it's sort of similar. It's like a much more unique version of Bowser Tough Guy, which is really
that's true.
Like super armor. This is like just its own thing. I guess it's kind of super armor. It's like different.
You still take the damage from it too. Okay.
Got him.
Charm had enough.
Needed that.
He definitely needed that for sure. The thing is, like, I think Ray is such a strong command right now of just how to deal with K-Rool's neutral. And K-Rool, like, at his core, isn't the best character at the end of the day. So if you know how to get past his, like, basic tools like Crown and stuff like that, you can kind of just mollywop him.
Yeah, dude, that character is definitely not one of the best, but he can be
scary.
He could be a handful, dude.
I'm still dropping bricks every time I have to fight one in bracket.
Actually, even just for Charm, if you are interested and you are watching this VOD back, check out on the DNA streams. If you go back a few playlists, I forget which one. We're probably going back a season at least. Enzo used to use.
Oh my god, dude!
K-Rool, and really
K-Rool cheats.
Yeah, dude, really. And in grand finals, getting results. So I would look up.
He's insane.
Enzo ENZO in DNA.EXE Enzo, and you'll find some pretty good K-Rool gameplay. He just does really interesting, weird things. I mean,
for sure, yeah. I remember I've ran into him a few times on Elite Smash before, and I'm like, this is a real character. Like, I'm sweating bullets right now. Like, this guy, he has so many creative mix-ups and ways to abuse the good things that K-Rool does have in his kit. Like, he really does play to K-Rool's strengths.
Yeah, because I think because K-Rool is not traditionally good, but I do think that there's stuff you can do with him.
In the hands of a good player, any character can be threatening. I firmly believe that. I feel like we're a lot of players are not at the level where matchups don't really matter, like that you can overcome like any matchup with enough skill. I feel like at the mid to even like a high to like low level play, I'd say top level play is like the only level where people are like, all right, I'm a good enough player where I don't really have to get into the nitty gritty specifics of a matchup. I can just play the player. But from high to low level, it's like you have to know the strengths and weaknesses of like every character in this game, which is really hard because there's like 80-something characters in this game that you have to know about. K-Rool's one of them, and one of the most commonly played, if memory serves. Because I remember Sakurai like posted an article one time that Carol's like the most popular character on Elite Smash or something like that, and I feel like he's just one of the most popular like newcomers that people just play like period in this game right now.
Yeah, dude, it's one thing I want to go back to that you said is pretty much any character in this game can be kind of lethal, and I do think there's some degree of creativity in that. With
Every
how
character's got good stuff.
And dude, we're already bringing it back to a little earlier on, talking about kind of the unique kind of ways that you can use characters, and that's a real thing. So even just watching how characters are used in other players' hands, like you can learn a lot.
You can learn a lot, yeah. Like, and Enzo, I think, is such a prime example because my man is most notable for his top tiers, for his Joker and his Pokemon trainers. So when you see that man have a K roll in his hands, you're like, what kind of crafty stuff is this guy going to be able to whip up with this character? But looking at bracket real quick, nothing too crazy I'm seeing so far in terms of upsets. Thus far, it seems like so we got one. Vegeta taking it 2-1 over Drexel's very own Arya.
Dude.
I think we've seen Vegeta before in other brackets. He's a pretty good, I believe, Mexican DDD player. He's very good. I think he's in the same crew as